The price of Bitcoin is still around $44,000. We are experiencing a very delicate moment in the market. Q4 is beginning and we are in a daily equilibrium pattern. As mentioned yesterday, volatility will come with the breaking of this pattern, probably very soon. The general market though closed very poorly yesterday. We saw the S&P 500 with the worst month ever since March. But despite this, Bitcoin has remained strong, and this is the first indication and clue of a potential bullish break of this equilibrium pattern. So on a rebound in the general market and with the correction of the dollar, we can expect Bitcoin performing well. Actually, Bitcoin can only benefit from that. Also, there are many factors that makes Bitcoin very bullish as a background. A potential ETF approval, NFTs listing on TikTok, Lightning Network, El Salvador. All these things overshadow the recent China's ban. But all in all, I still don't think a new all-time high is coming this year. The road is still long and winding, but we will see. Welcome to Satoshi Snack. My name is Marco from Mind the Chart, and every day we are here to discuss the cryptocurrency market. So if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so. And now let's move on to some news and some technical analysis. So let's start with the broader market. All major indices ended today in red yesterday. The Dow was down by 1.6% and the S&P 500 by 1.2%. Not a single sector recorded a gain. Industrial got the worst of it, down 2%. This is the way to end the worst month in the stock market since March. Cotton futures closed at 10-year high, sugar futures hit a 4-year high, and natural gas resumed 7 years high. Initial jobless claims for the previous week totaled at 362,000. They were expecting 335,000, I think. The Delta variant, as well as the storage of raw materials, likely slow growth in the third quarter. Third quarter GDP is expected to grow in a rate of less than 5%. Bitcoin above 42K. Bitcoin is back above 42K on Thursday as buyers appear to gaining strength. The cryptocurrency experienced a volatile September and is down about 11% for the month to date compared to 4% loss in the S&P 500. But looking back to October, some analysts are expecting a recovery in cryptocurrency prices. Bitcoin has historically generated positive returns in the fourth quarter, according to the data, which could limit the selling pressure. Technical indicators show support or the price level at which an asset does not fall for a period of time, 40K, although resistance remains strong around 50K, where buyers profited early this month. Eventually, Bitcoin will need to close above 47K to continue upward. Algorand outperforms in September. So Algo, the cryptocurrency of the open source blockchain protocol Algorand, exceeded expectation in September. Most of Algo's price hike was attributed to Algorand's 300 million decentralized finance innovation DeFi fund launched on the 10th of September. The price jumps before the incentives. So coincidence or insider trading? Blockchain data shows that the recent increases in the day leading up multi-million-dollar users acquisition programs, days before the Celo, Avalanche, Algorand blockchains announced major incentive programs, trading volume on all centralized exchanges for their respective tokens were steadily increasing, as were their prices. So, for example, before Algorand announced its $300 million DeFi fund, the price of Algo token had been on the rise for a few days. This positive price growth was also little affected by a broader market sell-off all-time high. The US Fed will not ban cryptocurrency, says President Jerome Powell. US Federal Reserve Chairman Joe Powell made it clear that there are no plans for a Chinese-style crackdown on cryptocurrency during yesterday. He was asked about this and he answered that there is no intention of banning them, but stablecoins are likely more money market funds. They are likely bank deposits, so in some extent outside the regulatory perimeter, so they should be regulated. That's what he says. So on Friday, the people of Bank of China banned all cryptocurrency transaction and business, and that's why he was asked about these questions in the first place. Coty will issue bank accounts and Visa debit cards. So digital fintech platform Coty has announced its latest product, which will provide Visa debit cards and bank accounts to users. Its partner, its partner in initiative is the Simplex Financial Institution. So the new service of Coty. Coty, a blockchain platform that allows organizations to create their own payment solution, has expanded its product line. So that's a bull news, and it's good news for Coty. Ethereum transaction can now be sent privately. So Ethermine, a top-tier mining pool for Ethereum, Ethereum Classic, Ravecoin, Zcash, and Beam unveiled the Ethermine private RPC endpoint. So according to the official announcement from the Ethermine team shared in its social media channels, a new private remote produced called endpoint for Ethereum mainnet future has been added to Ethereum toolkit. That's cool. So development of sidechains for XRP ledger. So RippleX, the development arm of the company, has released a technician preview of the sidechains of Ripple ledger. Ripple CTO David Schwartz said Ethereum virtual machine chains will be one of the first applications on the feature. And then we have TikTok announces its NFTs collection led by top creators. This is another bullish news we have today. TikTok is launching a collection of NFTs that will see its top content creators team up with the top NFT creators. So these creators will be collaborating with coin artists and Grimes and other to create additional limited edition NFTs celebrating their viral videos. So TikTok introducing NFTs will be using Ethereum, I think. So it's kind of a bullish news, this one, because TikTok is huge. So this news is huge as well. So let's go and check on technical analysis now. So we are in a crucial point on the monthly for Bitcoin because we have some options here. The first option is, are we going to create an inside bar the next month? So this month for October. So inside bar will shape and then we will stay sideways for the rest of the month. And then actually the next month, November, we will break the inside bar one way or another. So that's the first scenario. Then if we take the Fibonacci level here and we measure this candle on the monthly, we'll see that we are below the actually 618. So we are closer to break bearish this candle than we are to break bullish this candle. So I don't think we will see actually a V-shaped recovery to 53,000 so fast. I think we will battle a little bit here. It will be a tag of war between bears and bulls, and we might create another sideways action on the weekly. So inside bar I think is the most likely scenario here. But if we were to break bearish for I don't know what reason, but we might be, if we break in bearish here, we actually set the top on the monthly, and the equilibrium scenario on the monthly will be on the table until the end of the year. So it's so important now to determine what kind of candle we're gonna put here on the monthly October month. If it's in inside bar, I will check the volume and I will see how the prices move. But now we're going to the weekly time frame to check it out. But anyway, I don't think, as I say, we can break all-time high before the end of the year. I don't think it's possible because it's too much from here to go to all-time high. It's not that it's too much. I don't want to be bearish, but I don't think actually it's the more likely scenario because we need a lot of bull volume and we need a catalyst. So if we can have the ETF approval, I think is possible. But it's not on the table now. They are just talking about it. It's just a rumor. We don't have any proof that an ETF approval will come in October. All right. So if we don't have that, I don't think we can we don't have enough power to go and break an all-time high. That's my vision. So don't take it personally, it's just my vision, right? So what about the weekly time frame? Because the weekly time frame is really relevant here, because we have this retracement pretty much, as I said, more than 0.5 Fibonacci. But actually we are closing above the 26 EMA, which is okay for now. So a temporary bottom, it might be in here, because we were looking, if you watched the previous videos, not yesterday's video but the video before, I called for the weekly higher lows, scouting for the weekly higher lows, and I think most of the name altcoins and Bitcoin, they are looking for a weekly higher low, even in the broader market. So weekly higher low here is in play, and if we are going to find a weekly higher low here around 39,400, well, that's fine. We can go for a bounce here, break the inside bar bullish, and then go for a lower high, actually. So that's why I told you before that the month of October, it might be an inside bar, because suppose that we are going for a lower high compared to 52,900, we will have this most likely pattern of equilibrium on the weekly, and this will cause an inside bar on the monthly. So this is something that it might happen to me, because we can have a bounce now and then we can shrink. So this is important to watch. And if we're going to set a lower high and then a lower low, then we confirm the actually monthly top, and then we are going to find our monthly higher low. But for now, let's stick to this place and to this time frame. I don't want to move too forward with time, just to I want to analyze this pattern here and see this inside bar. We have to break the 12 EMA. We gotta go upward here and set the lower high, but before we need to set actually an higher low on the weekly here. So for now, all I'm watching is where we can find this higher low on the weekly. In order to find this, to have this answer, we gotta go back on the daily and watch this daily pattern where we are watching for a while now, and we have this equilibrium here. As we can say, it's clear. It's a clear equilibrium. We have this resistance, 45,200, and then we have this support, 39,500 ish. And actually, what is important, as I said yesterday, we have to break and eliminate all the resistance if we want to break bullish, and eliminate all the supports if we want to break bearish. That's why. That's because once we break bullish, we want to see follow through with volume and continuation. We don't want to see a break of the pattern, the equilibrium pattern, without follow through. This is not what we want to see, because this is a lack of follow through. Lacking follow through, that means that we having a fake out. So we don't want to see that. We want to see a breaking of 45,200, close above, and continuation toward 47,000. So this will actually, to me, confirm the weekly higher low. If we don't do that and we have a fake out, or maybe we stays in this pattern and we actually break in bearish, same thing. We have actually to eliminate all these supports. Otherwise, it's going to be a bearish fake out, right? And we have to be followed with volume always. The breakout, if you want to see if there's a true breakout, you need volume. All right, so that's what I'm watching on the daily. We still have this resistance here to watch, but it's not that relevant as this horizontal pattern, horizontal line, which is actually written in the rock. So 45,200 is the level I'm watching. I want to see the break of this level with volume, follow through, and the price has to touch at least 47,000 for me to say, all right, we have the confirm of the weekly higher lows, and we are going actually to change the daily trend. So that's what I'm watching, guys. So volatility will come as soon as we break this pattern. So once we break this pattern, we will see increasing volatility, we will see increasing volume, and that's what we need to see right now. Direction, now we are actually leaning bullish because of the reason I say in the intro, because the S&P 500 is actually weak, but it might go for a bounce compared to 42.34. It might go for a lower high. Also, the dollar is strong, but it might go for a correction. So if we see the S&P and the dollar going one against another, we can see Bitcoin actually reacting bullish. So that's all for today, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to the channel. In the description below, you will find our Twitter page, and also once we launch the application, a social media crypto application, we will share the beta version you can find on iOS and Android. So that's all, and see you in the next episode.